Guys, welcome back. So today what I'm going to do is hit the used market again. So what I'm going to do this time, rather than just appear on a bike or show you the bike, I'm going to take you into the showroom. We're going to have a look around and we're going to pick which bike I'm going to take out today. So join me, let's go. Okay, so let's go in and have a look what we've got. Always push. Right, so you can see it's absolutely rammed in here with bikes at the minute. There are loads. Now if you've ever been in here before, you would know as soon as you come in, on the right hand side is where they keep all the brand new Royal Enfield stuff. Everything lined up there. But I'm not looking at that today, we're looking at used bikes. So all the new bikes tend to be on the right hand side when you come in. And then all this side is our used selection. Let's have a look. We've got a couple of adventure bikes over there, and if you've seen earlier videos, the Varadero, I've done a review on that. That is now sold, awaiting its new owner, the Lucky Buggers. And then we've got the V-Stroms, couple of GS's, Triumph Tiger, and then we've got all of the sports bikes down this end. So let's have a look. What have we got here? ZX6 bargain, £2,500. Nice. Quite a few ZX6s in, and quite a few around the £2,500 mark. That's unbelievably cheap. I do like the Gixxers. I do love a Gixxer. Ducatis, I'm not sure about those today because the weather's not particularly good. It's a bit frosty outside and they're just race bikes, aren't they? Oh, there's the ZX10 that I was on last week. That is an absolute machine. Absolute weapon, that is. Now, I do like the look of this one. Nice fire blade. Looks nice orange. Ooh, a blue R1. That looks nice as well. The Hayabusa hidden in the corner. That's a beast as well. I think I know which one I'm gonna take out. Quite fancy the look of this one. Follows the green from last week's video. Last week I was on the ZX10. This week I think we'll take the 636 or the ZX6r out. What's the price on this one? So there's the spec sheet, save me telling you all about it. So less than £3,000, 55 plate, or 2005 first registered. We'll wheel this out. I'll do a quick walk around video, show you what it looks like, and then as always we shall go for a ride. So many to choose from, but I've only got time for one today, and that's going to be my choice, so stay with me. Right, so here is
the Kawasaki Ninja, the ZX6 or the 636. So it's called the 636 because it's a 636cc engine. So I'm going to throw some stats at you. It's a liquid cooled 4-stroke. It's a 16 valve inline 4. It has got twin disc brakes at the front, and they do stop the bike really well, no complaints there. And the single disc at the back, again, very good. Now this apparently has got, or did have, 134 horsepower. That was when it was brand new. A few years old now, but I think it's still got most of those. Look at that exhaust. Love how the exhaust comes from underneath the seat as well. Just think it looks loads smarter. Just keeps it tidier, doesn't it, right under the seat. Love that. Now it does have 52 pounds of torque, and that's at 11,000 RPM. It's got a curb weight of 430 pounds or 195 kilograms. And for me, this is quite a high seat height as well. It's 830 millimeters, so I can kind of sit on it balls of my feet. So buttons wise, on the left side, just industry standard really, with horn indicators, your high low beam and your flash. There's also a lap button, as there was on the ZX10. And on the right hand side, again identical to the ZX10, with an engine start, engine cut off, and a stop start button, which I'm guessing is something to do with the stopwatch. In the screen, all the controls identical to the ZX10 from last week. Has got the same stopwatch on the dash. Yeah, it's exactly the same. There's not really much to talk about with that. So one thing I noticed with this bike, comparing it to the ZX10, was how confident I felt on this in comparison to the bigger ZX10. Because the bike's lighter, I just felt more comfortable throwing it in between traffic, doing a bit of sneaky filtering. And I just think I preferred this bike over its bigger brother. Just for me, just seems to be an easier bike to ride around town. Now I know the ZX10's faster, but this just seems a better overall package for the type of riding I do. And you can still have some fun on the nationals, of course you can. It screams. It's a lot. I think you've got to really rag the nuts out of it to get it to go somewhere, where you don't have to do that with the ZX10. It's a lot easier. Slight twist on the throttle with that and you're going. This, you've got to work it a little bit harder, but you do have a hell of a lot of fun when you're doing it. Now this bike in particular, it's not a perfect bike. It is, 18 years old. So it has been used, of course, but it rides really nicely, goes through the gears really well. The engine sounds brilliant, the exhaust sounds awesome, but it does have a couple of blemishes on the paintwork. So the paint's not brilliant, unlike that ZX10 from last week, which was absolutely spotless. This has got a couple of just little marks here and there, nothing too bad, didn't bother me too much. Anyway, this is absolutely peed down all the way through this ride, so I'm glad to be back at Into Moto in Warrington. I'm going to get this bike back inside, and importantly, get myself back inside with a nice brew. See you later.